Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to Airbrush Garage. If you're new here, welcome. Returning, thanks for coming back. Today, I'm going to be doing a video because I've gotten a lot of questions on what adapters you need and what kind of setup you need with these compressors in order to get going, the very same day. There's nothing worse than getting your airbrush or your compressor in and finding out that you don't have the right adapters or fittings. So I got a short video here to help you prevent that. So if you like this type of content, consider subscribing. Hit that bell so you get future notifications. A couple comments, good or bad, really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. A thumbs up would be great. And we got some really exciting new news here at the garage. We got our store tab right up here. So we got some Airbrush Garage merch up there. But in addition to that, got a lot of cool, fun airbrush sayings that you can get on all kinds of stuff from apparel to products like mugs and hats. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out. I also got a link over on my website. Remember, anything that you buy in the store, whether it's through the store tab or the link over on the website, it all goes to help support the channel. I really appreciate it, guys. And with that, let's get started. All right, so a few things first. You're going to have to determine what connections you have and what adapters you're going to need. Now, this is going to be based on the type of compressor you have. So let's take a look at two of them. We got an Airbrush compressor and got a Harbor Freight Fortress compressor. Two very different compressors. This compressor, the Fortress, has an onboard already built-in regulator, whereas the Airbrush compressor does not. You have to screw in your own regulator. You don't want to run fittings or your hose directly right out of this compressor. You want to run a regulator because you want to be able to regulate your air at your airbrush. And it also has a moisture trap. So once you screw that in, then you're going to want to take your 1/4 inch NPT, which is a pipe thread. It's a brass fitting. That's a pipe thread, and you're going to need to put it onto your regulator. Well, there's a problem with that. The regulator doesn't have a female connection for this male connector to go into. So you're going to need a double female 1/4 inch coupler so you can screw that onto your regulator, and that's going to allow you to take your 1/4 inch male and screw it in to your coupler. Once you do that, you're now set up with your threads with your 1/4 inch connector. So if you have a hose that has a 1/4 inch connector on it, it'll screw right onto your fitting, on your compressor fitting, and you're ready to go. Providing you have an 1/8 inch end over here for your airbrush. If not, you would need an adapter, which in this case, PassShape provides one, so you can connect it to your airbrush. Your 1/4 inch air chuck that you're going to screw into the output of your compressor. The chuck is spring loaded like that. It allows you to take your 1/4 inch fitting and secure it into your compressor. And again, once you're set up with that, as you can see right here, you take your 1/4 inch and you put it right onto your fitting. Now I get some questions, well, Dan, but I don't have that. I have two 1/8 inch fittings. How do I get to my compressor? Well, the adapter you're going to need there is an 1/8 to a 1/4. It's right here. I don't have one in my shop, but I have this picture right here, and I'll pop a link for one down below. The 1/8 to the 1/4 is probably one of your most popular adapters. All right, so one last thing. The letters that you see after the fittings, like on the compressor fittings, you'll see MPT. That's just a pipe thread. And after the airbrush fittings or hose sizes, like you'll see, 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch, BSP. BSP is just British Standard Pipe. The threads on each are cut a little different, where one has the peaks and valleys that are a little bit sharper to a point, where the other one and the peaks and the valleys are a little bit more rounded. But they're meant to work seamlessly together to create a nice airtight fitting. Well, all right, there you have it. Not much to it, but important information at that, especially if you're just getting started. So if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. You guys know the drill. Hit that bell, consider subscribing. Go check out that new store tab link. That'll really help out the channel. I appreciate it, guys. We'll see you in the next video.